everybody, welcome back to Nerdvana Reactions. It's been a while. I'm just gonna do a quick check to make sure I got all my settings right, and I realize there's a slight delay here, so I'm not entirely sure um, how far behind this is, but generally speaking, it's been a couple months. Okay. I've got my expert technical support just to my right, so I just got the thumbs up that everything's working okay. um, so yeah, it's been a while, couple months. I've had quite the journey in those couple months, and I'm glad to be back. Um, some of you may have already seen my video for Home Free Skull and Bones that just premiered. If not, go check that out. But today is my 1 year channel anniversary since my very first post, which was Austin Brown singing a cover of Cody Fry's Photograph. So when we do start reactions, the first reaction of the day is going to be his new song that went viral, Hers Ain't Mine. I have heard snippets of it because there were a couple times I clicked on his TikToks and didn't think to wait and see if it was going to be something that would spoil me. Um, but yeah, that's where we're starting today. This is not only a celebration of this being my channel anniversary, but this is also the official Patreon launch date for me. It's been technically up for about a month now, but I'm still coming to a balance with how to manage YouTube and Patreon and DoorDash and all the other things in my life. So it's been a little rocky so far. Thank you for the patience from the one patron I do have so far. Sorry, there's probably going to be a lot of ums. I'm not fully caffeinated yet, but I'm working on that. And no, this is not in any way a promotion. I just drank way too much Monster. I also have water and Kleenex handy should that become an issue. I had this all planned out in my head, and naturally it's kind of not anything that's actually sticking around. Hey, Sally. Okay, no problem. And yeah, wow. Did I say that word anymore? I've got the chat open on my phone for once I do start reactions so that I can keep track of chat. But we will be doing a Q&A throughout. Anytime you have a question, just drop it in the chat. We're taking as many requests as possible today. But first, I have channel updates and Patreon information for anyone interested. Regarding the channel, as most of you know, I spent the last year doing a lot of birthday features, and I was doing 5 videos per person. And finally, after a full year of that, I decided that's a lot time investment. So I may still do periodic happy birthday so-and-so videos, but it won't be 5 per person, and it probably won't be consistent because I just want to be able to get more content out without the pressure that comes with having a set date and having a larger number of videos for it. Also, I will be starting in the next month or two posting some TV and movie reactions. Obviously, those will be heavily clipped down for YouTube. I have quite the list put together right now. Certain ones are going to be Patreon exclusive. That will include things like The Owl House and Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. But certain other ones will be just me, and those will be posted here in a short form. If you have TV and movie requests, those will be taken into account, but not necessarily at the same level as music requests, because music videos are so much shorter that it's easier to take more requests, whereas with TV and movies, I can really only balance so many things at a time. I do have a preference towards sci-fi and fantasy, and that will be quickly apparent, but I am willing to check out things that are more outside my wheelhouse. Um, so that will largely depend on number of requests for a specific show or movie. I won't do horror just because I'm especially prone to night terrors and I don't want to go there. I might also be incorporating some gaming content eventually. I'm not entirely sure on that. But I think that's all the big stuff regarding the channel itself. I have a whole bunch of content built up at this point that I've been recording over the last month. So that will start posting again 1 week from today. Or for $5, you can get early access on Patreon. The stuff that will come out 1 week from today will be out later today. And it should be continuing at that rate of getting things a week early. Okay. Patreon. My Patreon tiers currently are set at $1, $3, $5, and $20. The $1 and $3 tiers are basically just a way of supporting the channel. The $1 tier gives you access to my Discord. The $3 gives Discord and Patreon only content. And the $5 tier includes both of those, early access, and every other month I'm going to be doing a patrons only live stream. My live streams here on YouTube are going to be a lot more inconsistent in the future because I am balancing so many things. So there'll probably be special event streams like today, and maybe like I'll do one around my birthday at some point. Not on my birthday because I, fingers crossed, will be traveling to a concert that is the following day. But in that general wheelhouse. I think that basically sums it up. If anyone has questions, whether it be about me or the channel or the Patreon, just go ahead and ask in the chat and I will get to you as soon as I can. For now, we are going to go ahead and go into Austin Brown, Hers Ain't Mine, because like I said, I've been really excited for this one and it feels right to start this anniversary stream with Austin's music when my first video on the channel was Austin's music. Gotta like it first.
I didn't work my whole life just to give it away. I didn't think I'd donate every cent that I made. I didn't want for nothing, now there's nothing to my name anymore. No, no. I used to keep my tackle in the passenger seat. I used to have a dog who only answered to me. Thought I was really something, now there's some things I can barely afford. Well, I fell for a thief, she even took my name and damned if I'm sure. Oh yeah, it's her dog, her house, her truck in the drive. Oh yeah, it's her way, her say, her place every night. And when it comes to the back, she gets the left and right side. 'Cause what's mine is hers, and what's hers ain't mine.
Okay, so that part, I think I'd heard most of that because one of the TikTok clips I watched was the one of him and Tim doing this portion. I love that the photo for this is just him leaning against the truck with Amberly in the driver's seat and Titus and Coda. But I've seen in some of the Beauty and the Bass videos that, like, a fair portion of the rear of that ends up loaded with both of their tackle when they go fishing. So it's really always amazing to me that they match each other so well. And you can feel in the lyrics of this song that he is just absolutely here for whatever when it comes to her.
She gets the closet in the kitchen in my good rocking chair. I've taken up air drying so there's towels for her hair. See, we've got an agreement if I give her everything in my world, and I will. She gives me everything I'll ever need, and all that I need is her. Oh yeah, it's her dog, her house, her truck in the drive. Oh yeah, it's her way, her say, her place every night. And when it comes to the bed, she gets the left and right side. 'Cause what's mine is hers, and what's hers ain't mine. And if I ever ask for any of it back, before I finished asking, my bags would all be packed. And if I even thought about another woman, she'd kill me. Oh yeah, it's her dog, her house, her truck in the drive. Oh yeah, it's her way, her say, her place every night. And when it comes to the bed, she gets the left and right side. 'Cause what's mine is hers, and what's hers ain't mine. Oh yeah, it's her boat, her farm, her Friday nights. Oh yeah, it's her way, her say, her still a dime. And when it comes to the bed, she gets the left and right side. 'Cause what's mine is hers, and what's hers ain't mine.
Okay, I'm really interested to see who did the instrumentation on this, because I know a lot of the time he works with, okay, doesn't list it, but I know a lot of the times when it comes to guitar, he works with Steven Rodriguez. And that was just such a fun and funky guitar part. But the lyrics of this song are very relatable. And I think it's part of why it's taken over the iTunes charts. I know it was number 1 in the UK for a while. I think here it hit like number 7. But I'm really glad to see an original Austin Brown song doing so well, because it's just, his songwriting blows me away on a regular basis. Alright, y'all. I will be taking requests, questions, anything like that. But I'll also probably be popping in and out with, like, videos that just appeal to me if requests aren't coming through a lot. So, yeah. As for what you can expect in next week's stuff on the channel, like I said, I'm stopping the birthday features, but first I wanted to finish out the ones I missed in the last 2 months. So there will be birthday features coming for 4/5 of Home Free, because the only one I did at the beginning of the channel last year was Tim, and then everyone else's birthdays were closer to this end. So we'll have birthday features for all 4 of them. Kirsty from Pentatonics, Nina from Citizen Queen, Dimash, I know I'm missing somebody, Avi Kaplan, Tony from VoicePlay, well, formerly from VoicePlay, now from Patty Cake. Jeez. I keep knocking things over. Sorry. And yeah, so far. Okay, and then following that on the 5th of July here on the channel, or the 28th on Patreon, I'll be resuming my theme days more, so that'll be getting back towards the normal schedule. Usually 3 a day, sometimes a little more, depending on what drops that I really, really have to check out immediately. Usually home free. For now, though, I'm going to go ahead and move into... Yeah. I'm sure he is somewhere. Yeah. Adam Squared, Robin, Austin. And I've got most of that filmed already, but Rob is the last day of the feature, and Chance is the next to last day of the feature, because I went in order of how I missed them. So Chance and Rob's stuff is still to come, and that's acting as like really big incentive for me to finish with the birthday features, because I really want to get to that stuff, because I'm checking out more Street Corner Symphony for Chance, and I'm checking out some more Home Free Originals and a really, really early Home Free video from Tristan Rupp's channel for Rob's. So I'm really enjoying finishing up the birthday features this way. Now, hopefully I'll be able to avoid knocking anything over again, but I don't count on it, honestly. I'm all over the place today. While it's just those of us who are here, I'm going to go over here and squeeze in something I haven't done yet that I've been wanting to do. I just have to find it. Might have been easier to search. So I hadn't done Timeless yet, but with a lot of the stuff I've been waiting until the From the Vault comes out. So this is my chance to do both Timeless and the From the Vault for it. Okay. Oh, God. Am I going to be grateful I have Kleenex? I feel like I'm going to be grateful I have Kleenex.
Let's see, we've been married 53 and a half years. It was 36 years in June.
The 54 years that we've been together seems like a day.
And when I look at this picture, I feel young, and I feel in love.
Had no clue what life was going to throw our way.
Well, I remember the moment, and I was very scared. Once I looked into her eyes, and once I got beside her, everything was fine.
It was the first holiday that we actually spent together, and it was at my parents' house. Still kind of testing each other out, sort of like the picture looks like we are.
Yeah, it doesn't always work out that way, but in the case of ones that I haven't seen that I know should be coming up soon based on order, I'm going ahead and waiting, because it's nice to check out both at the same time. Like, there's been certain ones where I've already seen the video and then go back and watch the From the Vault with it. Like Hillbilly Bone I did that with, and I think In the Blood. No, I might have just watched that one. Anyway, point being, I try for that, but it doesn't always work out that way.
In recreating the photo, I think it's, I went into it not knowing, but it's been a lot of fun, and to see her like this again is kind of kind of a kick.
Looking through photos and looking through things of, what we had done and what we did look like 28 years ago, how we've changed, and also just how much we're the same.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, baby, the world keeps changing. I like the dirt, but they want to pay.
Sorry for pausing mid-lyric, but I don't think I've ever seen Fringe on Tim. I'm used to Fringe on Austin. I'm gonna go back so that I don't miss the lyric there.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, baby, the world keeps changing. I like the dirt, but they want to pave it. In the blink of an eye, I barely recognize my hometown. But baby, you got that throwback smile. Classic, beautiful, driving me wild. The best things always seem to stick around. Yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Like a 57 Chevy in the front drive. Needle dropping on a vinyl, spinning 45.
Okay, so not only are we getting really touching stories and visuals and even the lyrics, but I'm loving that we're getting like some really upbeat feels with it, and they're each getting shots of just them and all of the very unique to each of them dancing. It just makes me so happy.
Jimmy Page on a Gibson 1969. That's what it is. Baby, we're timeless. Friday night lights and homecoming queens. Backyard barbecue, ripped blue jeans. July fireworks every time you kiss me. That's what it is. Baby, we're timeless. Whoa, whoa. Baby, we're timeless. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, I know that you're worth holding on to. 'Cause I'll never find another one of you. Our love is forever and all night. Till the end of time. Like a 57 Chevy in the front drive. Needle dropping on a vinyl, spinning 45. Jimmy Page on a Gibson 1969. That's what it is. Baby, we're timeless. Friday night lights and homecoming queens. Backyard barbecue, ripped blue jeans. July fireworks every time you kiss me. That's what it is. Baby, we're timeless. Whoa.
Just out of curiosity, because I've been getting more and more into like the video production end of things. Okay, I thought it was, but I wanted to be sure because I don't always recognize the people they work with other than Jimmy. But I thought I recognized the Green Shoe team in some of the shots. The video concept for this is just so cool, and since their concepts are kind of pitched, I love that they picked this one because it feels perfect for the song.
Whoa, baby, we're timeless. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Can't take the sugar out of sweet tea. Can't take the freedom from the free. Can't take the you from me. Like a 57 Chevy in the front drive. Needle dropping on a vinyl, spinning 45. Jimmy Page on a Gibson 1969. That's what it is. Baby, we're timeless. Friday night lights and homecoming queens.
Really, everyone is getting a chance to shine in this, and like so many home free videos, I love it. It's one of the few groups that I check out on the channel that regularly gives everyone a chance to shine. You don't see that nearly as widely as it feels like you should.
Backyard barbecue, ripped blue jeans, July fireworks every time you kiss me. That's what it is, baby, we're timeless. That's what it is, baby, yeah, we're timeless. That's what it is, you and me, baby. That's what it is, baby, we're timeless. That's what it is, what it is.
Yeah, that was just really touching, and I love how with the recreations they actually did it even in the same hue on the camera. Like some of them were black and white, some of them were sepia tone, others were color, and they really made it feel like a solid recreation rather than just like doing the pose. And the set dressing alone must have taken forever. Okay. The guy that does most of the, like, I don't know if he's in charge of the team for Green Shoe or if he's just the one that's working most directly with the guys. Is his name Jacob? I think.
Home for you, ready?
Yeah! All right, here we go. Roll the music, please.
So handsome.
Roll.
So nervous.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
I'm gonna pull that.
The look on Rob's face there, like, oh, was I supposed to act surprised?
I'm gonna pull that out. Oh my god, I pulled an eyebrow hair from Austin out, and he cried.
Oh, great timing for that story. English is never my strong suit.
Softest brush in the world. I feel like you look way different now. Yeah, me.
Wow, I must have really looked like Hey baby, the world keeps changing. I like the dirt, but they wanna pave it. In the blink of an eye, I barely recognize my hometown. But baby, you got that throwback smile.
You know, that's such a real thing, too. When you don't even necessarily have to leave, but if you leave a place and move somewhere else or even go on vacation and then you come back and you're like, oh, what's that? That's new. And then you start realizing more and more stuff has changed, and you really just feel like I lived in Massachusetts for a decade and then came back to North Carolina and literally did not, like, I could remember a few back roads to get places, but other than that, everything looked so different.
Classic, beautiful, driving me wild. The best things always seem to stick around. Yeah.
Hey, hey, hey! Hi. We are filming a video.
I love the transition from the hey, hey, hi.
We'll have Starburst, babe.
Okay. That's what you look like when talking about it. That's the creepiest thing you can say in that movie. No.
Let's make some PG jokes because.
Rob, put your phone away. There you go.
Come on.
Oh, you knew it.
Like a 57 Chevy in the front drive, needle dropping on a vinyl spinning 45, Jimmy Page on a Gibson 1969. That's what it is, baby, we're timeless. Friday night lights and homecoming queens, backyard barbecue, ripped blue jeans, July fireworks every time you kiss me. That's what it is, baby, we're timeless.
I love how even when it shows him and he's off camera, Rob is just like bopping along.
Baby, we're timeless.
Help me.
But I'm gonna be like,
Wiki,
just
wiki,
just
wiki,
occasionally
wiki,
get look at we need to.
Like a 57 Chevy in the front drive. Hey.
That's a little cheerleader, but it works.
I was a cheerleader.
Yeah. I shift your way. Just I'll rock it out.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
I was about to pause and wow, words. I was about to pause and comment on Austin saying he used to be a cheerleader, and then they did that thing with putting the sunglasses on Adam, and I was just like completely lost it.
All right, you ready, Richard?
Yeah.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa, yeah, I know that you're worth holding on to, 'cause I'll never find another one of you. Our love is forever and all night, till the end of time. Like a 57 Chevy in the front drive, needle dropping on a vinyl, spinning 45. In 1969, that's what it is. Baby, we're timeless. Friday night lights and homecoming queens, backyard barbecue, ripped blue jeans, July fireworks every.
Anyone else really want to know what Tim said to set Rob off there? Because I find I really want to know.
Every time you kiss me, that's what it is. Baby, we're timeless. Whoa, whoa. Baby, we're timeless. Whoa.
Cool, sweet.
Yeah, he was rocking it out.
What?
I was rocking it out. That's what he said. I didn't say it. He said that.
He definitely was.
Okay. He said it with that. Danny, edit that out,
He
please.
said it. It's extra. It's supposed to be good.
Yeah.
See, that's always been my impression of that word. I don't consider extra a bad thing. And I actually got yelled at once for calling Rachel Potter extra in a voice play video. I don't see that as a bad thing. I'm extra.
Really extra.
Extra.
What's on fleek? Yeah.
Fleekin'.
Fleek.
No, that's nice. I
Oh,
feel
so
like
that's a new one.
But on fleek is like what? On point? On looking good?
next time your wife gets ready and does her makeup, you'd be like, "Oh, honey, your eyebrows are fleeking."
I don't think she would like that. She probably
No, you should definitely say that.
I am so far behind on terminology. Like, I definitely wouldn't have known that. So, thank you to this video and to Sammy for being completely up to date on lingo.
You should definitely say that.
Can't take the sugar out of sweet tea. Can't take the freedom from the freak. Can't take the you from me. Like a 57 Chevy in the front drive, needle dropping on a vinyl, spinning 45. Jimmy Page on a Gibson 1969. That's what it is. Baby, we're timeless. Friday night lights and homecoming queens, backyard barbecue, ripped blue jeans, July fireworks every time you kiss me. That's what it is. Baby, we're timeless. That's what it is. Baby, we're timeless. That's what it is. You and me, baby. That's what it is.
Rob just has the best awkward face. Like, you can tell most of the time he's doing it on purpose, but he just has that face that, like...
Backyard barbecue, ripped blue jeans, July fireworks every time you kiss me. That's what it is. Baby, we're timeless. That's what it is. Baby, we're timeless.
that. Where he's like, oh, the camera's pointed at me. Oops.
What it is. You and me, baby. That's what it is. Baby, we're timeless. That's what it is.
What it is. What is it?
That's a wrap. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. We wrapped it. We wrapped it up. We wrapped it. We wrapped it up. Green shoe in the house. Shut the video up. What? It was a good one. It was a great one. But I'm missing my boys because they already left. Bye.
That's good.
Oops. I was not expecting to get to the end of that, and probably at this point I should expect the unexpected, but I was not expecting to get to the end of that and get Austin rapping to Adam scratching. So that just kind of makes the day better. Yeah, true. Terminology like that goes so fast, I can't even keep up with it. And I don't think I ever will. I still say things that are so very 90s. Heck, I still say things that are so very 1940s. I actually told someone that they were the cat's pajamas the other day. But yeah, that was, as always, with the From the Vaults, a blast. Because I'm the short BTS level of Humphrey patron. Like, even for the newer stuff, which I realize will be probably several years before that comes out on YouTube. But even with that stuff, I'm like, I'm not really getting that much of a taste of it to spoil. So once those do come out in full on YouTube, I'll have probably either A, forgotten what happened in the BTS, or B, it'll be like 2 minutes out of a 10-minute clip. So not really that big of a spoiler. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna keep this going until anybody else shows up. That I almost started typing the wrong thing. With those of us that are here right now, I have a pretty good feel for what we all enjoy. So I'm just gonna keep playing stuff that we like, and if anybody else shows up with requests, yeah, we definitely should, because although then the doctor would show up and say, no, don't do that. Sorry. I just find that, I wonder, for any other Doctor Who fans who are in the chat at the moment, because I can't remember which ones of you are. That's one cool, like, continuity thing in the Russell T Davies era, is that every new companion had a moment where they started using slang from that era that they were in the past of. And the doctor would come in and be like, no, don't do that, don't do that. Let's see. Okay, so I really love Blackbird, but it always makes me cry. Well, almost always. And I'm not sure I'm ready to full on, like, bawl at the moment. So I'm going to do this one, which tie into the whole Doctor Who referencing that I was doing a minute ago. Spoiler alert here. I will wave at the camera when I am done. If anyone has not seen, it's a very small detail, but if anyone has not seen the last episode of the last season of Doctor Who and wants to, go ahead and mute until I wave at the camera. There is a scene where the Master has a recorder that was, I believe, the second Doctor's, and I swear this is the song he is playing on the recorder. So, I have only seen, like, the first season of Outlander, but I've read a lot of the books, and I love this song. I can't wait to see what Riley and Mackenzie do with it. forgot to actually wave and cue anyone that might have been listening to what I said. Oh. Hang on. Okay.
Sing me a song of a last that is gone. Say, could that last be I? Marry a soul, she sailed on a day over the sea to sky. Mo was a stern, rum on the port, ache on the starboard bow.
I love that they're even mocking up the costumes. It looks so good. I don't know where they're filming, probably somewhere in Oregon, but just the period feel with these costumes is priceless.
Glory of youth glowed in her soul. Where is that glory now? Sing me a song of a last that is gone. Say, could that last be I? Mary of soul, she sailed on a day over the sea to sky. Give me again all that was there. Give me the sun that shone.
Okay, so I don't know how many people have even seen the show, but in the show, the song feels very ethereal and very floaty, and that really fits with the show. But I like that Riley's vocals are kind of tying it to the earth a little more. It feels a little more grounded, and it feels very haunting still. So it still really works. It's just a really nice twist on the original version.
Give me the eyes, give me the soul, give me the lad that's gone.
Okay, I know I'm gonna get it wrong. So somebody let me know what instrument that is, because my brain is saying tin whistle or Uilleann pipes or something like that, but I don't know. I'm not good with instruments.
Willow and breeze, islands and seas, mountains of rain and sun.
Wait, this was for St. Patrick's Day? Oh! They posted this for St. Patrick's Day? Yeah, that's pretty priceless. Oh, that's really cool. I had never heard it before the show came out, so I didn't know it was a traditional song, although it does kind of make sense given the show is a period piece, so that makes sense. But yeah, the fact that they posted a Scottish song for an Irish holiday is just, yeah.
All that was good, all that was fair, all that was me is gone. Sing me a song of the last that is gone. Say, could that last be I? Mary of soul, she sailed on a day over
y'all. I'm going to take a quick break. Be back in about 15 minutes. All right. Got done much faster than expected. Let's see. All right. Since I took off on Karina right after she got here, how about... I know I've missed a lot of really cool Tommy stuff. Some of which is actually on. I've been adding stuff to my list to react to, but I can take it off if I react to it during this. I have to hear this one, and we just did a Scottish song, so it seems fitting.
Next to you. When I haver, well I know I'm gonna be the man who'll savor into you. I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more.
I don't think I've seen that guitar before. That one was cool.
Well I know I'm gonna be the man who gets drunk next to you. When I haver, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who'll savor into you. I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be a man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. When I'm working, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who's working hard for you. When the money...
Okay, so... the scene where he's standing there with his guitar, what is that in the background? Because they kind of look like... This is going to sound horrible, but those look like porta potties. And I don't know if that's actually what they are, or if they're like sheds or something like that, but... I had to wonder.
I'm gonna be the man who's working hard for you. When the money comes in for the work I do, I pass on almost every penny on to you. When I come home, well I know I'm gonna be the man who comes back home to you. When I grow, yes I know I'm gonna be the man who's growing old with you. And I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be a man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down at your door.
There is no version of this song that is not an absolute bop, and the changes he made in the instrumentation to make it a metal cover, if anything, just add to that, because it becomes so much more like bouncy. I've heard the original, I've heard a few covers, and there's a video floating around somewhere on YouTube of David Tennant actually getting to sing this with the Proclaimers, and that is just the best thing ever. But yeah, I'm really enjoying his version of it, and it's nice to see him get out of, like, because he does make so many videos, a lot of them end up being that very simple format where it's him in a room that's all blacked out with just his voice and his instruments. So getting a video where he's out and about just feels like so much fun. say. I don't know exactly what that buildup is going towards, but I'm loving the buildup. Also, is that mother of pearl inlay? Good lord. That is so pretty.
I'm dreaming. Well, I know I'm gonna dream. I'm gonna dream about the times when I'm with you. When I go out, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. When I come home, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who's coming home to you. Gonna be the man that's coming home with you.
I love it when he gets to go lower, because he's got such an impressive range that either end of it can be really impressive, but he doesn't seem to go low as often as he goes high. So, like, when he was on that line, it felt so just unexpected and really, really worth celebrating.
I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down at your door.
That line in the background, I need to hear that again. That's just, ooh.
I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down at your door.
Yeah, that higher belt line in the background just, oof, shivers. Okay, yeah, help from the Sabaton photographer. Very cool. Yeah, I like his simple setup that he usually does, but like I said, it's like a treat when he gets something that's got more out and about to it. Oh wow, he's actually got a video about all of his guitars. That's awesome. But yeah, the other one I'm planning to do soon is I have to hear his ABBA covers. And there's at least 3 of them on here. Okay. I thought I saw that, but I thought it was a branch at first. Yeah, I didn't catch that that was actually a snake. I thought it was a branch. Huh. Nice. Okay, so I know I've also missed a lot of voice play. I did, by the way, Karina, at the beginning of the video, I was talking about some updates to the channel and also the launch for my Patreon. And one of the things I was talking about was that I've got a whole 9-day run of birthday features coming before I stop doing the birthday features. And one of those is for Nina Nelson from Citizen Queen, who apparently was in an a cappella group with Anthony prior to joining Citizen Queen. So I didn't know that, and it ended up being kind of an unexpected bonus when I was doing those 2 videos for her birthday feature, because I got to hear more of him. So far, I've just heard him in Just Sing, because I haven't done Golden Hour yet, and I haven't done Seven Nation Army yet. But I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and do Seven Nation Army now, because, full disclosure, I am not a big White Stripes fan. And that may get me royally roasted in some circles, because I know the White Stripes are huge. But I am very familiar with the song. And I imagine voice play covering it is going to be pretty intense, because their rock covers do tend to be really, really intense. So I'm going to go ahead and do that one now. I should have realized that. Like, I really should have seen that coming, because it starts on a heavy bass line. Okay. So this is harking back to Dream On and Warriors, yeah? At least the outfits and the makeup looks like that's what they're going for. Okay, I was just talking in a home free video, which is not out yet, but I was just talking in a home free video about the impact of leaving in sound effects in videos. In that case, it was a knock on a door. In this case, it's Ellie dragging the bat across the floor, but ooh, shivers.
I'm gonna fight 'em all. A 7-nation army couldn't hold me back. They're gonna rip it off, taking their time right behind my back.
When did Ellie become the person you do not want to run into in a dark alley? Like, he looks actually scary right now. In the best way, don't get me wrong, but post-apocalyptic Ellie looks badass. I usually try not to cuss on the channel, but there is no other word for it.
And I'm talking to myself at night because I can't forget. No.
What did Lane just do?
Can't forget. No. Back and forth through my mind behind a cigarette. And the message coming from my heart says leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Okay, so I'm really loving that we're getting a little bit of Caesar in lower register, because for someone who joined as the baritone, we see a lot of Caesar's high register, which I love, don't get me wrong. But it's always a little, it throws me off a little sometimes that he joined as the baritone and we don't really see him do a lot of that part sometimes. So getting a little bit lower from him is a really nice surprise.
I don't wanna hear about it. Don't wanna. Every single one's got a story to tell. Everyone knows about it. From the Queen of England to the head. And if I catch it coming back my way, I'm gonna serve it to you. And that ain't what you wanna hear, but that's what I'll do.
Anthony, from what I have seen so far, which the two songs that Anthony was part of for that birthday feature, one was a Demi Lovato cover and one was Dodie. I don't know anything about her, but I guess it was her song. And no, it was a cover of Havana. They did a song that was hers, but that was not the one I did. Okay. When I initially went in from having only seen Just Sing, I was thinking that Anthony's voice was more on par with like Earl. High tenor. Because the lines in Just Sing were very high. Holy crap, range. Like, yeah.
And the feeling coming from my bones is fine.
I need to hear that again. It didn't come through immediately, and it almost feels like they like made it somehow feel more like an echo. But that note that Ellie just hit, insane. Maybe I just don't see it in this one, but I don't think I could ever see Caesar as menacing. Because Caesar to me gives very, like, happy, feel-good vibes. Even in this post-apocalyptic look, Caesar just feels so cheerful.
I'm going to Wichita, yeah, far from this opera forevermore.
I don't think I ever realized that that's what that line was. Because I think I would have remembered if they just randomly brought up Wichita. Kansas doesn't get mentioned very often in songs. Also, I totally would have bought it if they had wrapped that bat in barbed wire and gone for an Negan look from Walking Dead.
Yeah, gonna work the straw, make the sweat out of every pore. And I'm bleeding, and I'm bleeding, and I'm bleeding right before the Lord. All the words are gonna bleed from me, and I will sing no more. And the stains coming from the stains coming from the stains coming from my blood. Go back I'm gonna fight them all. A seven-nation army couldn't hold me back.
Okay, yeah, I definitely see what you mean there. And that one is honestly top of my list right now because I've done the Miracle of Sound version on the channel and that blew me away. So voice play doing that a cappella is just, I can't imagine. Foley or vocal percussion? Because that sounded very, very, very real.
fight 'em all. A seven-nation army couldn't hold me back.
Yeah. Definitely, like, that was a good song choice for them because they have so much to bring on the rock side of things. I love particularly the Disney and Broadway stuff that they do more than average because that's kind of my comfort zone. But getting them covering rock songs, just, it still feels really, really right for their voices because words. Ellie has that really strong rock belt, and Jeff has that rock belt if he chooses, and just the attitude involved feels so fun coming from them. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to check out both of those versions, Sally. 'Cause I haven't. Oh, I was actually going to do that. Shoot, what was it? We just talked about it. Shoot. I don't remember what it was, but it was the country take. Oh, they've done Nothing Else Matters too. Dang. I don't think it was any of those. Maybe it was this. Although I feel like... I'm not really sure. Yeah, I'm sure I will. I'm really... I grew up with my mom listening to a lot of Genesis and Phil Collins and just Eric Clapton, and that entire time period was right where a lot of my upbringing fell musically. So I can't wait to see what they did with In the Air Tonight. Let's see. I think I added whatever it was to my thing, but... I know it was an older one. Hey, Jonathan. No, it wasn't that one because I did that one. I feel like it was 7 years ago. Definitely having one of those moments where I know the thumbnail I'm looking for, but I can't remember what song it went with. Anyway, if anybody has requests, drop them in the chat while I try and find what it was I was looking for. That's what it was. Okay, so this one had come up in conversation maybe a week ago. And actually, I think it was earlier this week, but, well, this is, okay. Ignore me. I was recommended to watch this because apparently blurred lines done country is just interesting. Well, bluegrass. I should clarify. So this is Postmodern Jukebox with Robin Adele Anderson doing blurred lines. Because I had said that I wasn't generally a fan of this song because it comes off kind of cringy, and it was suggested that I check this one out.
Gotta get up. If you can hear what I'm trying to say, if you can't read from the same page, maybe I'm going deaf, maybe I'm going blind, maybe I'm out of my mind. Okay, now he was close, tried to domesticate you, but you're an animal, baby, it's in your nature. Just let me liberate you. You don't need no papers, that man is not your maker, and that's why I'ma take a good girl. I know you want it, I know you want it.
Some of these looks that the bass player is shooting directly at the camera just...
I know you want it, but you're a good girl. Can't let it get past me. You're far from plastic. Talk about them plastic. Hate these blurred lines. I know you want it. I know you want it. I know you want it, but you're a good girl. The way you grab me, must wanna get nasty. Go ahead, get at me. What do they make dreams for when you got them jeans on? What do we need steam for? You the hottest gal in this barn. I feel
It definitely hits different with a female vocalist, I've got to say that. But also, having banjo and fiddle on this particular track is just such a different vibe.
so lucky. You wanna hug me? The drums would hug me. Okay, now he was close, tried to domesticate you, but you're an animal, baby, it's in your nature. Just let me liberate you. You don't need no papers, that man is not your maker. Shake your rump, get down, get up, do it like it hurt, what you don't like work. Shake your rump, get down, get up, do it like it hurt, what you don't like work. Shake your rump, get down, get up, do it like it hurt, what you don't like work. Shake your rump, get down, get up, do it like it hurt, what you don't like work. One thing I ask of you, let me be the one to cut that grass for you.
It's an interesting choice at that particular point, and in my opinion, a very good choice to cut out the piano and the bass for that section, because it really does pull that barn dance feel that they're going for.
From Malibu to Paris, boo, had a gal, but she ain't bad as you. So hit me up when you pass it through. I'll give you something big enough to share a glass or two. Swag on it even when you're just casual. I mean, it's almost unbearable. In 100 years, not there would I. So the boss I let you pass me by. Now they like your last guy, who's square for you. You don't slap that bass and pull your hair like I do. And I'm just walking in, waiting for you to salute. The true pimp, no woman can refuse. Pimping, I'm a nice gal, don't get confused. I've always wanted me a good girl. I know you want it.
Honestly, the wink and the hat tip was just priceless. But I really like that they gave first the banjo and then the fiddle a chance to really shine in that last few seconds. It was a nice choice. I definitely enjoy their stuff. I just haven't done enough of it yet to know names. And also, they're one like Home Free that have been around long enough that it feels like their back catalog is a little bit daunting at points, but also really exciting because you know there's always going to be more. And since they do everything outside of the style it initially started in, it can be a really fun way to find songs that you otherwise wouldn't like and give them a second chance. No, I have not. I don't. That's the song I'm thinking, I think. But I didn't even know Seventh Ave had done that one. I haven't really delved much into Seventh Ave. I think I did one or two of them for Chris's birthday feature back in the later part of last year, but I think I did mostly Cypress Fire. Okay. So, yeah, I haven't done any of Casper's stuff yet, even though I am aware it's there, and apparently I wasn't even subscribed. It's nothing intentional. I just I started with the bass gang and I haven't even got that far into them yet. Okay. And I have to do Toxic because it's also got Jen, and I love her channel. Okay, so this is Britney Spears' Toxic cover, acapella cover by Casper Fox featuring Jennifer Glatzover and Ryan Tang. Speaking of, anyone who hasn't already, go stream her new song, I'm Not a Fan. It's really good. Okay. So, for anyone not familiar with Casper, Casper is manager, I think, for the bass gang. Whatever the exact role is, Casper works very closely with the bass gang.
Baby, can't you see I'm calling? A guy like you should wear a warning. It's dangerous, I'm falling. There's no escape, I can't wait. I need a hit, baby, give me it. You're dangerous, I'm loving it.
See, so far Casper is giving me the same vibe that Tommy Johansson does, because it's the facial expressions, I think. Something about just those direct, sassy looks at the camera just makes me giggle. Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know he was managing Jennifer too. Awesome.
Too high, can't come down. Losing my head, spinning round and round.
Do you feel me now? With the taste of your lips, I'm on a ride.
Ooh, that grit. Oof. This is definitely proving to be really interesting because I've never reacted to any of her stuff either. And Ryan Tang doing the bass line is fabulous. I have no concept of, like, I'm encountering new people, and just, that's so, yeah. When it comes to a new bass singer in particular, that's always exciting.
Taste of your lips, I'm on a ride. You're toxic, I'm slipping under with a taste of a poison paradise. I'm addicted to you. Don't you know that you're toxic? And I love what you do. Don't you know that you're toxic? Don't you know that I'm toxic?
Now, Jen's in the UK, I know that much. And I want to say Casper's Czech Republic. So, obviously, this is another one where the video is put together from separate, right? So, I would love to know where Ryan is from. Also, I love that necklace, the Thor's Hammer necklace. That's so cool. At least that's what it looks like from here. I could be wrong. Anyway.
It's getting late to give you up. I took a sip from my devil's cup. Slowly it's taking over me.
That was smooth. Malaysia. Okay. Danish. Okay. My bad. For some reason I was thinking Czech Republic because I knew that Casper showed up in oh, for crying out loud. Completely blanking on the song title, even though I've done 2 different versions of it. Hooked on a Feeling. There we go. And Tommy is from Czech Republic. So I figured that was... But anyway.
Too high can't come down. It's in the air and it's all around. Can you feel me now? Taste of your lips, I'm on the right.
Okay, both of them are just giving so much sass. Like, the vocals are insane, and... Oh, okay. Okay. That makes sense. Lives near Tommy, but Danish origin. Okay. But yeah, both Jen and Casper in this are just grit and sass and so I don't even have words for this, but the way they sound together, it feels like this is something you would hear in like a blues club, especially with the very, very smooth bass backing.
Toxic, I'm slipping under with a taste of your poison paradise. I'm addicted to you. Don't you know that you're toxic? And I love what you do. Don't you know that you're toxic? Under with a taste of a poison paradise.
Yeah, that was definitely... I've got to check out more because that was... I didn't know what to expect from someone who manages a group of all basses, so I wasn't expecting the higher vocals. I think Casper actually went above Jen at various points there. But that was really impressive. I like the style they did it in. It felt very, very like bluesy and smooth and just so neat. Did I like it already? Yes, I did. Okay. All right. Okay. Not sure what to expect here other than probably rock.
It's one of those nights that my head just can't stop praising. I started to question if I'm truly doing good. 'Cause I wanna make a difference, but sometimes I'm so unsure if I'm making you all proud of me. 'Cause someone let me know. It's been a dark and really cold November.
I love that with a lot of these songs that you suggest, Jonathan, they end up being really deep, but also total bops.
Overthinking, lying, sleepless, and obsessed. Is there something I missed? Something I can do? 'Cause I wanna make you feel it, but I don't know where to go. The only thing I truly, truly know, it's been a dark and really cold November. And my mind is all filled with blue.
The coolest thing about keyboards to me, I've never had the opportunity to really play around on a keyboard. I do play piano fairly well. But the coolest thing about keyboards to me is that you can get so many sounds out of a keyboard that you cannot get anywhere near on a piano. That just, it's a really neat electronic feel to it as opposed to the more traditional feel you would get from a piano, and it goes really well as the backing for this track. I keep getting drawn into the plot of what it is she's doing, like whatever ritual or religious practice of whatever form she's going for here, because it definitely feels like some sort of ritual, but I don't know enough to know what type.
When all is said and nothing's left to prove, I don't know when my story will be ending, but everything I did was all for you. But it's been a dark and rainy cold November.
definitely trippy Vision Quest vibes. Yeah, I didn't even consciously realize that 7th Ave had its own channel. I've just seen the ones pop up that were on Chris's channel. Which it makes sense that they would have their own channel because I don't know all the members, but okay, Chris, Tristan, and Adam Bastian. Okay. And wasn't Adam Bastian one of the early bass singers for Humphrey? I know he subbed in some part. I don't know if it was bass or not, but I'm thinking it was bass. So let me know if it isn't absolutely obvious after this. Okay, so Route 66 featuring Robin Adele Anderson, 7th Ave.
If you ever plan to motor west.
Okay, so now, tenor? Yeah, I was getting there. I knew I recognized the name, but I was trying to place which part, and I knew bass had a lot of turnover, but yeah.
Travel my way, take the highway, that's the best. Get your kicks on Route 66, where the winds from Chicago to LA, from Chicago to LA, more than 2,000 miles all the way. Get your kicks on Route 66. Do what? You go through St. Louis, Joplin, Missouri, and Oklahoma City is a mighty pretty. You'll see Amarillo, Gallup, New Mexico.
It's so interesting because the entire Rupp family is just so insanely talented. That section that Tristan did there was just... I don't know exactly the word I'm looking for, but it has a certain tone to it that really suits this style of music. And I think I've only ever seen one other video with her, and it was a completely different style, completely different tone, just musical chameleons, all three of them.
Flagstaff, Arizona, don't forget Winona, Kingman, Boston, San Bernardino. Won't you get hip to this tiny tip when you make that California trip?
Yeah, I'm sure they're contractually obligated to have at least 2 Adams in Humphrey. Oh, really? Okay. I didn't know they ever did 6-part. That's cool. Huh. Yes.
Get your kicks on Route 66.
if this was, I mean, this was probably a set. But if they actually filmed this on location at a jazz club, I would believe it, because I'm loving like the little chalkboard section up there. I won't butcher the pronunciation because I suck at French, but I do know what that means, and they're really nailing the blues club vibe.
St. Louis, Joplin, Missouri, Oklahoma City is a mighty pretty. You'll see Amarillo, Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona. Don't forget Winona, Kingman, Barstow, San Bernardino. Won't you get hip to this friendly tip when you make that California trip?
It's a weird thing to notice, but I love how Chris is in all black with a white jacket and Adam is in all white with a black jacket. It just really suits like the bookends of the group here.
Get your kicks on Route 66. I said get your kicks on Route 66. I said get your kicks on Route 66.
Thank you so much for watching our video of Route 66.
Yes, and thank you to everyone that came out to be in this, all of our fans. We have our band behind us. Woo!
Okay, so that does kind of reinforce it being a set. Or at least a closed set for filming at an actual blues club. Either is possible, but yeah. I mean, have you listened to me? I kind of suck at English too, and it's my primary language. I suck at words.
And a special thanks to our dancers who are dancing it out. You guys are awesome.
Very special guest, Robin Adele Anderson, right here.
Both of those dresses are just too cute.
If you guys like this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please support us on Patreon and find us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
All that stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. All right.
Ironically, if I could pick any one fashion style and just get clothes in that one style forever, it would be that rockabilly look. Okay. Scroll back up. Oh, and Jonathan, since you came in later, I've already, I think, told everybody else this, but at the beginning of the video, if you feel like going back to watch it later, I gave some updates regarding the channel and information for my newly launched Patreon campaign. Oh. Okay, this is just a guess based solely on, like, the style of the thumbnail. But this isn't a cover of the, is it Jonathan Coulter or Coulson or the one from Portal? It isn't a cover of that, is it? I mean, if it is, I'm good with that, but I'm just curious. Yeah, that is very, very true about Chris Colton. Thank you. Yeah, that kind of sums him up. He founds things. That that is his superpower, is founding amazing bands. Um, oh, that's really cool. Hang on. Figured y'all really didn't need to be deafened by my sneeze. Okay, this is an original. Okay. Yeah, it's cool that you got tickets, Karina. I'm gonna try and get to their show in Charlotte, North Carolina in December, but I don't know for sure yet whether that's gonna happen or not. Hopefully. um, yeah, I'm glad they're finally getting back to Europe because there's so many Euro fries who really, really got pandemic hit on that front. Thank you. Okay. I really love when groups actually put stuff like this. Video contains flashing lights which may not be suitable for people with photosensitive epilepsy. Okay, so one of the things I'm noticing about this, and it's kind of a little hard to tell because it is designed to be so dark and harder to see, but all the blood-stained clothes, it's an interesting detail to put in when it is so hard to see, but it definitely looks like bloodstains. But the main vocalist we've got so far has a really, like, deep, gravelly voice without going, like, full screamy. So far, enjoying it. Honestly, it's kind of giving me like Repo the Genetic Opera vibes. Stylistically more than musically, but that's the feeling I'm kind of getting.
Yeah.
also the bassist is really good from what I can hear. The bass is coming through loud and clear, and it feels... For someone who listens to so much vocal bass, I don't always have a good grasp of how bass guitar should sound, but the bassist sounds really good. How dare you, Lynette? How dare you wake up the cat? Poor baby. Hold on a second. Bear with me, y'all. Sorry, my phone is being particularly slow. Ooh, yay. I just got good news. Okay. Let's see here. How do I do that? There we go. Have fun at the store. Okay. This is one that I've been wanting to do. I don't know if any of y'all know him, but the initial song that I did with Jordan Smith was actually Allie's recommendation. So I'm checking out this one and post it later once I can. I don't know if this will get blocked because it is on The Voice and a Queen song. So that's always a little risky.
Each morning I get
I don't think I've ever heard this song covered with a full choir behind. And that's a really cool choice because it really works with the song.
I work hard every day of my life. I work till I ache in my bones. At the end, oh, I take home on my heart and play all on my own. I get down on my knees and I start to pray till the tears run down from my eyes. Lord, somebody, oh somebody, can anybody find me somebody to love?
Okay, we're listening to that again. Just first I was taken aback by the grit, and then it went up and up and
Somebody to love. Every day, oh I try and I try and I try, but everybody wants to put me down. They say I'm going crazy.
I would not have seen that coming. Taking it up there? That's yeah, I would not have seen that arrangement choice coming. But it really worked.
Down. They say I'm going crazy. They say I got a lot of water in my brain. Oh, I got no common sense. I got nobody left to believe.
And that's what impressed me so much in the first video that I watched with Jordan, because that notes like that just, that's some Whitney Houston level stuff right there.
Oh, I just gotta get out of this prison cell. Someday I'm gonna be free. Somebody to love. Need somebody to love. Somebody to love. Need somebody to love. Can anybody find me somebody to
I never thought I would hear Queen done gospel style, but that's basically what just happened. And yeah, I've heard a lot of different versions of it. There is the small part in the Queen in 5 minutes, but I think I grew up on Queen, but the first other version I heard of it was in the movie Ella Enchanted with Anne Hathaway. And that one was kind of probably not the strongest performance sheerly on vocals, but it was hilarious. So that made up for it. And I've heard so many different versions of it throughout the years. This is definitely the most unique approach I've ever seen of it. Like, there are some songs that get done gospel a lot, like Bridge Over Troubled Water. But doing Somebody to Love with a full gospel choir backing you, that's an idea I would not have ever thought of, probably. And Jordan definitely did Freddie Mercury proud on that one. That was gorgeous. I am going to cut it here simply because it is a video from The Voice, and they can get hit or miss on everything. Whew. Okay. Let's see here. It's been a while since I went back to Jeffrey's channel, so let's do some Jeffrey East.
You rock like Rolling Stone, Temple Pilots on an 8-track back way home. Some things change, but all I know is that a girl like you was made to drive me wild. Yeah, a love like that ain't never going out of style. No, no, baby, you're
Hey, Austin cameo. Yeah, exactly. I figured when it said European edition that maybe this would be from the tour, but I didn't know for sure. So that's really awesome to have an Austin cameo.
retro dice on the review, stonewash fade on a jean jacket, so hot, so cool. Yeah, natural born killer with the lace up white New Balance, rocking those rose-colored glasses. Girl, the way you're throwing it back, yeah, you're blowing my mind like the past. You're blasting modern day Maryland kind of action. Baby, you're retro.
And Jenica.
You're a trans top of the world. We're sitting like a boombox on my. The world we're sitting like a.
And Tim.
Boombox on my shoulder with some hammer. All I know is that a girl like you was made to drive me wild. Yeah, a love like that ain't never going out of style. Whoa.
And Rob. Yeah, this is just cameo city. But as usual with his songwriting, it's just so catchy that for once, like a lot of times with music videos, I get completely lost in the video and end up losing track of the lyrics. But this, he has something when it comes to songwriting that really makes you pay attention, even while you're kind of grooving to it at the same time. Also, if any Euro fries are in this video, let me know, because that would be awesome.
A girl like you was made to drive me wild. Yeah, a love like that ain't never going out of style. Whoa. Oh, baby, you're retro dice on the review, stonewash fade on a jean jacket, so hot, so cool. Yeah, natural born killer with the lace up white New Balance, rocking those rose-colored glasses. Girl, the way you're throwing it back, yeah, you're blowing my mind like the past. You're blasting modern day Maryland kind of action. Baby, you're retro. Baby, you're retro.
Did only Tim. Only Tim.
Baby, you're retro dice on the review, stone-washed fade on the jean jacket, so cool. Natural born killing with the lace up white New Balance, rocking those rose-colored
Okay. So, in one of the home away from homes, I remember something being said about that sweater that Adam is wearing, but I don't remember what it was. Can't tell who that is on the left right now. I feel like I should be able to from build, but I'm not sure. And yes, I see Chris up there. Yeah. No, I haven't. I'll check that.
Baby, you're retro. Baby, you're retro.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but Jeffrey East makes me do one of two things: cry or laugh my butt off. Those are the two modes I seem to hit with his music. Dirt Miller. Okay, I know it's probably not in any way referencing it, but if anyone has seen the very much panned in theaters and critics and stuff sci-fi movie John Carter of Mars, tell me this does not look like the scene where he got, for lack of a better term, beamed to Mars from the temple on Earth.
Oh, I've been losing sleep, I can't make sense of this. And I can't bear the thought he left me here. Oh, I've been thinking of all the things he taught me when he was near.
There's a lot of cry to his voice. Like, I can definitely see a tonal comparison between him and Jeffrey, but there's a lot more cry to his voice that adds a certain different element that's reminding me of someone, and I can't figure out who.
Took time, he showed me where to walk and what to fear. He was a good man. He was a good man. Won't someone tell me how to feel this boy? I'm stuck in this empty space. He told tales of a better place. Wipe my walls to filled with sin. You always caught me in a tailspin. All your wisdom in the ground. I can feel his spirit blowing in the wind. Oh, it's the only thing I have right now. Oh, someday soon I'll learn to toughen my chin. So maybe I can cope with this somehow.
Yeah, this definitely feels very deep and spiritual, but at the same time, like I said, I can't place what his voice is reminding me of. I think it's definitely somebody that's more towards like rock, but I'm totally striking out on remembering who. Yeah, that makes sense.
He was a good man. He was a good man. Won't someone tell me how to feel this boy? I'm stuck in this empty space. He told tales of a better place.
That was an interesting technique there. That little scoop up towards the next line, it feels... I don't know how to describe it.
A better place. Wipe my walls and build with sin. Yeah, always got me in a tailspin. All your wisdom in the ground. I lost a part of me, your body with me. Well, I hope I made you proud.
Wow. I was not expecting that high.
Yeah, always got me in a tailspin. All your wisdom in the ground. I lost a part of me, your body with me. Well, I hope I made you proud. You set your spirit free, won't you come back for me? I feel your guidance from the clouds. Wipe my walls and build with sin. Yeah, always got me in a tailspin. All your wisdom in the ground. He was a good man. He was a good man.
Now, it's something I really only ask because I do so much a cappella, which obviously this is not. But were all those backing tracks his voice layered, or does he have backup singers? That's something I would be curious to learn. Yeah, I definitely like his voice and style. And I can understand why he would get discovered by Ren, because they've got a similar vibe of talking about things that are important but not necessarily very openly discussed usually. Honestly, I'm a little concerned that Ren's newest one might be too triggering for me to handle because of the subject matter, but I'll probably get there eventually. Let's see here. I've been really enjoying Cesare, and I really want to do one of hers at least, but I'm trying to decide which one. She kind of covers the stuff that I've heard a lot of. So I want to do something I haven't heard like a million different versions of. You know what? Let's go with this one. They are all him? Okay, that's even more impressive. Yeah, I'm really enjoying how much I'm discovering that a lot of music artists do utilize looping even outside of a cappella for vocals, because that layering is just adds so much. Oops, my battery's dying. Hang on. But yeah, layering outside of a cappella was a whole really big discovery for me. Yeah, I don't know if I'll get to it today or not, but I definitely will check it out eventually for sure.
She's just a girl, but she is on fire. Hotter than a fantasy, lonely like a highway. She's living in a world and it's on fire. Yeah. Filled with catastrophe, but she knows she could fly away. Oh, she's got her feet on the ground and she's burning it down. Oh, got her head in the clouds and she's not coming down.
Honestly, the reason I'm enjoying the journey so far with her so much is because most of the songs, if you're paying attention when I was scrolling through looking for a song, most of these songs are Whitney or Beyonce or Rihanna or really big, tough to handle artists. Etta James, freaking. There was really no one on that list that is not absolutely top tier. And she is just knocking these songs out. I'm still amazed that she's only got well, she's grown to 3,000 since I was on here last, but yeah, she deserves more subscribers.
This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. She's walking on fire. This girl is on fire. Looks like a girl, but she's a flame. So bright you could burn your eyes. Better look the other way. You could try, you'll never forget her name. Yeah. She's on top of the world, the hottest of the hottest girls. Say, oh, she's got her feet on the ground and she's burning it down. Whoa, got her head in the clouds and she's not coming down. This girl is on fire. Yeah.
I like how she kind of took it down a little for that part. Like, the previous times on that line, she's gone for the more belty version like the original song. That time she kind of pulled it back and restrained it a bit, and it really changed the feel of that verse.
This girl is on fire. She's walking on fire. This girl is on fire. And everybody stares when she goes by. They could see the flame in her eyes. Watch her while she's lighting up the night. Nobody knows that she's a lonely girl, and it's a lonely world. She gon' let it burn, baby, burn, baby. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. walking on fire. This girl is on fire. Oh, hey. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey. This girl is on fire.
So I'm guessing that one was filmed. Some of the other ones of hers I've checked out, she had, I think, broken her leg or something. So she was having to do everything sitting down, and it was a lot more stationary. I'm guessing that one was old enough that, well, no, 3 months ago. So I guess that is after the injury. But yeah, she does a lot of live streams and covers a lot of really good music, so I'm really enjoying that. Alright, y'all, we've been going for about 2.5 hours, and I think I'm about to have to call it a day. But new posts start back next week on Monday. No, on Tuesday? Yes, Monday. Sorry, I couldn't remember what day of the week this was. 1 week from today, new posts start back, starting with 9 days of birthday features to finish off the ones I missed for last year. And then we will be getting back to our theme days. Patreon link is live. You can find that on Twitter. It should be my top post right now. And I will see you guys in the comments section.